Alright, YouTube. No bullshit guide. I actually had a fucking aim train. I'm tired of all this shit online. All of it's old. Everybody starts with Aimer 7. And most of the routines and coaching bullshit gives you bullshit. Everybody's paying for fucking bullshit. And I'm gonna give it to you for free. Right here in this short video. Everything you are gonna hear needs to be listened to. Every single fucking thing. Because I'm gonna fucking give you all of it. I'm going to give you all of it. Exactly how to do it. Exactly how to self-coach. Exactly how to improve. No more bullshit. No more paying for shit guides. No more routine trash. No more going down some playlist. No more of this. No more fucking this thing and that thing and how to scientifically blah 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 and how to this fucking preemptive, track with the lines and look at the things and none of this. We're not going over this. We're not going over the fucking. We're not doing any of this stuff. And now, don't get me wrong. Some of it's good. Some of it isn't bad. And I'm not saying it's all wrong. But like stuff like this, 5 years ago, we don't want this. We don't want to look at that. I scrolled through. We did some product research, and it looks like trash. I don't see any real stuff. And honestly, I think all of you are getting scammed. All of you are getting locked out of how to actually do it. The best players don't want you to get better. They want you to fucking waste your time and not improve. They don't want you to learn anything. I'm going to teach you how to learn stuff. I'm going to teach you how to actually do it. First, how to aim train. What is aim training? What is it really for? What's the purpose of all this? What's the purpose of all this? What's the purpose of aim labs? What's the purpose of all these playlists and all these scenarios? Speaking of this, shit's frozen. What's the purpose of all this stuff? The purpose is to improve your mouse control. Number one, it's mouse control. You don't improve your aim. If you want to improve your aim, you got to play the game. You got to do this. There's a lot. Crosshair placement, all that stuff. There's a million videos everywhere. You can research a lot. There's a lot of free stuff online. But I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it and not waste your time. This is stuff that I teach when I coach how to get good. How to actually use your time usefully. Every number one question is, what am I supposed to be doing? How do I use my time usefully? What do I do? What it used to be is a lot of people would say max an hour aim train, maybe 2 hours aim train. Everybody has their own niche number. There's no max. There is no maximum. You can aim train for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. And the number one thing is that you just don't do the same thing forever. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't just, play for a couple minutes and stop. But what people are doing is they're going down these playlists, play them 2 times, 1 time. Here, let's find one. Let's see, training guide. Like dynamic West Prodder, like this, like play 5 times, play 5 times. This is limiting you. These are limiting your ability to succeed. If you want to improve, you need to max these out. You need to put concentration into one scenario. Now, I know that might, be a little misleading with some things, because, some people might play fucking, I don't know, 1 wall 6 TE, and then they sit here and they just click these gigantic dots, and you're not going to improve with these. Like, look how big this is. I could literally click this forever. Like, look how fast I can do this. No target in game is going to be this big. You're never going to click them this fast. Pointless. Big waste of time. I've aim trained for 5,000 hours at this point, and there's no reason anybody should be playing any easy scenarios. Number one, to improve mouse control, is to play things that challenge you. If you're not getting challenged, you're not going to improve. If you do things you're comfortable with, things that you know already, you're not going to improve. If you play death matches and sit in a corner and you just do a bunch of 1v1s, you're not going to improve. If you want to improve, you need to do things you don't know. You need to do things that you haven't seen before. Number 2, on top of mouse control. If you want your mouse control to be better, you need to increase your aim portfolio. What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Increase my aim portfolio? I don't have a portfolio. What are you gonna apply for an internship, an interview, try applying for a job? You don't have some portfolio. What I mean by that is you need to increase the amount of knowledge that you have. You need to expand what you're doing. For instance, on Codex, there's this benchmark section right here. You see this? Go to this. Everything you could ever want, years of gaming, years of aim training, you could probably put into here. You could put so much time into this. Literally 1,000 hours into just these random benchmarks. Sit here, play them, go on a benchmark, max it out. Play it until you can't get higher scores on any of them. or on you know, scenarios you enjoy. If you don't enjoy something, don't play it. I'm not going to tell you to play things you hate. But look at this. If I go through here, I've maxed them all out. If I play this, I will get nothing out of this. I will not improve. I know all this stuff. It's not new. There's no point. Find a benchmark, max it out. Find a playlist you like, max it out. Honestly, though, I would stick to benchmarks. If you stick to benchmarks, you're going to get all the fundamentals. You're going to be playing stuff that makes sense, that matters. It's been done for years, and they constantly make new ones to make you continue improving. There's literally no point in not playing them. It's all free. It's right here. This used to be paid, too. They used to lock you out, try to steal your money. I'm here to give it you for free. No more stealing your money. No more of that. If you want to improve, play things you don't know. Grind them out. When I go on this benchmark right here, and I pick, I don't know, let's do this one. When I'm in here, I'm going to pick Wide Wall 3T. I'm like top 140 right now on this. Haven't played it in years. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to play this scenario, and I'm going to click these dots until I get a higher score. If that means, you know, if it takes 10 minutes to do, I'm playing it for 10 minutes. It takes 30 minutes to do, I'm playing for 30 minutes. Whatever it means that you peak your scores, play till peaks. If you haven't peaked your score, if you're averaging your best, it isn't your best. Simple as that. Play until you hit your best, until you just don't know how to improve. And the other thing is, don't play a scenario until you just play the whole scenario. Like, you don't need to play the full minute to be improving. Like, you don't need to see your wasted time and scores go away to just get a worse score. Why would you play to get something that you're not peaking on? So if, you know, see that little bar down there? If that little bar isn't in the green and I'm not, like, improving off this, if I'm not, you know, not peaking my score, then I'm going to restart. Just restart. Just spam it. Restarting is not going to ruin your score. It's not going to ruin your aim. It's not going to ruin your mouse control. It's going to mean you're fixing your mistakes. Every time you make a mistake, restart. Consider the mistake. What did you do wrong? How do you improve the mistake? And eventually, after 100 restarts of the same mistake, you'll be like, damn, I'm doing this wrong, or I'm doing this wrong, or, you know, I'm not making my flicks right. I see so much bullshit like bard pilling. I see so much like technical, hold this angle, you know, aim ahead of time. I've scrolled through. I've watched some of these things, and a lot of it is just kind of a lot of bullshit. You know, it's not really worth the time. If you want to improve, aim. Put more time in. Play things that other people haven't played. If you want to get better than other people, you need to do more than those other people. You can't just immediately get good, but there are ways to get better immediately. A lot of it is in your head. I can almost guarantee 100% of you watching this video can aim much better than you think you can aim. I have over 200 students coached at this point, and every single time, instantly, I can make them better by just simply pointing out a mistake, they realize it, and they put it to use. They go, oh shit, I'm doing this thing wrong, and immediately they get better. Maybe it's they aim slower, you know, maybe it's they, you know, they're aiming too slow, maybe they're not hitting their flicks, maybe they're just taking their time like this. I mean, this is not going to make you better. You think this is going to make you aim better, going really slow like this? That's not going to do shit. Push your limits. Do things that aren't comfortable. Try new stuff. Doing things that are uncomfortable are going to make you better. And yeah, again, don't limit your practice. If you're only playing for 2 minutes on a scenario, you're not going to get anything out of it. That is going to be holding you back. Another major mistake you're making while aiming. So many people do not hold their mouse correctly. You can have any mouse, doesn't matter. You can just, you know, enjoy your mouse. Almost doesn't even matter the shape. The number one mistake with everybody aiming is that they're putting their palm on their hand. Literally 90% of players are palming their mouse and limiting their ability. What does that mean? What do I mean by that? You know, there's a million videos on grip, how to hold your mouse, you know, what you're doing wrong with your grips. Here's what you're doing wrong. You can grip your mouse in any fucking way you want. Anything. You can do anything you want. But number one is you do not palm your mouse. Now, what does that mean? All right, now what do I mean by holding your mouse, don't palm it? This is what I mean. You have your hand on your mouse, and you know the center of your hand right here is touching the mouse. You're limiting your ability. Absolutely limiting. For instance, some people have their fingers really far forward. That's a number one. That's a giveaway. Big giveaway of that. You can have any grip you want. Like, I can just have this grip. But you see how my palm's touching? Very bad. Very bad. Big no-no. Simply just pull your hand back. Look at that. Same grip. Palm not touching the mouse anymore. Look at that. Palm's not on the mouse. Big no-no. The reason why is because look at palms on the mouse. This is all ability you have. Do you think it's wrist, arm aiming? Or what about your fingers? Don't we write with our fingers? Don't we use pens? You know, aren't we, you know, doing surgical whatever the fuck? Why aren't we using our fingers? Why is this such like a complex idea to get? Simply just pull your hand back and look at this. Oh my god, my wrist is stuck, my arm is stuck, not moving, we're trapping it, but look at all this ability, look at all this control I have now. Simply because my palm isn't on the mouse. There is no reason ever to palm grip. If you're palm gripping, you are fucking hard locking yourself. 50% of your ability to aim is removed immediately. Completely gone. Look at all. Look at this. Look at this. Now we have our fingers, our wrist, and our arm. How hard was that? Get your palm off your mouse. If you have your palm on your mouse, you're fucking yourself. Don't do that shit. Just pull your hand back. Same grip. I don't care if your hands are gigantic. I don't care what you think, how big your hands are. I don't care how small you think your mouse is. Palms should be off the mouse. Maybe it takes some time to learn. You know, you learn to use your fingers, whatever it is. This is the #1 killer of aim. Get your palm off your mouse. No reason to palm grip. You can find me in the comments. Try it. Try it. But if you have this, look at my fingers can't move. There's nothing. Pull my hand back. Oh my god, look at all the ability we have now. Look at all that. That's #1 killer aim. That's step one. Start with that. Get your fucking palm off your mouse. A lot of people are concerned with when their improvement will show. When is it going to show up in game? How do we translate the aim training to game? I've noticed the most when people start translating it, when it actually shows, is when you hit scores around master complete level aiming. What does that mean? You know, what does that mean in terms of aim trainers? If I went into, let's see, if we went into like this Voltaic intermediate, so everything is like max. Oh, this is a diamond. What do we do? See, everything in here is intermediate, maxed out, masters. Once you start getting these master scores, you're gonna notice a massive difference. This is your push. This is what you should be pushing for. If you're playing with no goal in mind, if you're just aim training, you're just randomly clicking dots, you are gonna gain nothing. You need goals. What is your goal? Master. This is your minimum goal. If you hit master, you're gonna have to warm up less. You're gonna miss less shots. You're gonna be way more consistent, and aim training is gonna be a lot easier. You're gonna adapt to scenarios more fast. You're gonna be able to play other benchmarks a lot quicker. It's gonna be a lot easier. Hit masters on Revosect, Aimers, Voltaic, anything equivalent to that. Once you hit that equivalency, you're gonna have a lot easier of a time getting on the game and being able to do what you need to do. But having this plain, just raw mouse control and gaining the ability to just get this scoring, be able to have this mouse control base is very important. If you play with no goals, it's gonna be very hard. Play with goals. Have something you're pushing for. It's also going to give you a lot more motivation and actually make aim training kind of fun. Whether you do it with music, no music, dead silence, in the dark, whatever you like to do. Play with some goals in mind. Final notes in mind. If you want coaching, if you're going to people and paying them to give you some routine, some paid thing, all of it is free. You literally have so many free resources. I bet you could get Kovacs for free if you wanted to. There's ways to do it. It's on sale all the time for literally multiple dollars. You can literally get this for like fucking $10 instead of paying some coach to teach you $60 for nothing. To give you some guide, to give you literally useless resources. Do not waste your money on useless resources when you have it all for free, please. No more scams, no more routine. If a coach gives you a routine, you should not be talking to that coach. That guy does not know what he's doing, especially if he can't even aim. I mean, I see tons of coaches that say, how to aim train, here's my routine. It's all pre-set up bullshit. Do not fall into their bullshit. It's not worth it. If you have other things in mind that you want to disagree with, that you think I should have added to this, comment. If you want some real coaching, if you want to actually learn, hit me up. I had some coaching set up. I'm doing private now. We're into private. Message me, Discord, Twitter, comment down below. I'll hit you up. Anything in mind, message me. I'll tell you. Maybe I'll even give you free coaching. Don't waste your time with routines and shitty coaching. There's a lot of free resources out there, and the whole point of this is a no bullshit free guide on how to play, which is don't limit yourself. Try new things. Make things difficult. This video was fucking fueled with straight rage and anger. I delayed this so long. Tell me if you want more. If you want more ideas, some more videos, let me know. I don't even get the game that much, but still, every time I get on here, I use the exact methods that I said right here in this video to improve. I do it every single time. I barely play, and I'm still peaking my scores all the time. I go on things I haven't played in forever. We improve. There's always improvement to be made. And again, there's literally no limit. If you want to reduce some muscle pains or whatever, take like a 2-minute break, do some stretches. It's real simple. Very common sense. It's not that complicated. And make sure you have a good sensitivity. You know, if we're playing on some fucking crazy low CM, like 32 CM, you're not gonna be able to aim. I mean, that's like basically pixel skipping at this point. Don't play on this low sense or this low CM, high sense. If you see your favorite streamer doing it, favorite gamer doing this, you're not him. You're not that guy. Do some normal shit. Play on 50 CM. Play on fucking 48 CM. Play on something playable. If you haven't struggled with your aim, if you're shaking, lower your sense. You're gonna have a much easier time. Just by a little bit too. Like literally just by like, if you're on fucking 50 CM, go to 54 CM. You're on 50, go to 54. Small differences can make a huge impact. Giant impact. Anyway. Alright. That's this fucking scuff bullshit guide. Realest shit you'll ever see on YouTube with how to aim. This is how you do it.